Battleborn. Battleborn. When you hear that name, you hear about that game that was created by 2K Games and Gearbox Software. And you hear about, things such as it being an Overwatch clone, or things such as that it didn't bring out too much for the gaming community. But I have to disagree. When this game came out, it was a game that was introduced as a first-person shooting MOBA type game. You had things such as story mode, multiplayer, customization such as cosmetics, amazing taunts. You had, even with the story mode, you had the amazing comedic relief such as, titles from Borderlands. Especially, it's made by the company that is known for making the Borderlands series, like Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and the pre-sequel. Now, I always wondered why this game failed. I always wondered what happened. So, this game came out a couple of years ago during the time where Overwatch was about to be released. It was released almost a couple of days before Overwatch hit. Now, you would think that, oh, this is a brand new game. This is from 2K. This is from the guys who made, the Borderlands series. This is going to be funny. This is going to be great. This is going to be awesome, especially with multiplayer. It was a different response to that. Now, when it came to this game, it was overshined by Overwatch due to the fact that Overwatch was more sponsored out there, and it was more marketed out there for the consumer eyes, and things such as putting up billboards, commercials on a day-to-day basis, even constant look of the gameplay, amazing things to pre-order. And with that, it was also a major title game. It was a game that was made by Blizzard, and with that, it's a major push that a big company like Blizzard, who is responsible for like World of Warcraft, StarCraft, and many other games, it brought something new. Now, this game brought something different. This game brought 5 versus 5 multiplayer, which was considered pretty fun during the time, but it was completely different from what Overwatch provided. This game provided things such as building your character to a certain point of what you were able to choose for his abilities, things such as adding lifesteal to a specific move, or adding cooldown reduction, slowing down the enemies, and much more. Now, the thing is, with this game, it also provided things such as uses of ultimates, just pretty similar. Now, things such as a story mode was also provided with 8 missions, and also DLC operations, which provided 4 to 5 different types of missions based on DLC story, and also provided 5 different new characters for different roles such as DPS, tank, and also support. Now, as I said, for someone who's played things such as Overwatch and Battleborn during the same time, I was more interested in playing Battleborn because of the fact that it was providing a little bit more than what I had gotten from Overwatch from the beginning. Now, for instance, I'll give you an example. When it came to me, one of my favorite titles was always Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. Now, that and this cartoonish look design for the actual game, also for things such as I would say being able to build a character during multiplayer and story mode, being also to to laugh during these missions because of amazing voice lines, amazing voice actors, especially for characters like Wrath. Wrath was voiced by Christopher Sabat, who is the voice of Vegeta. And there are characters like Ernest or Benedict, which was voiced by the guy who did the voice of Krillin. Now, you thought that would be a major push for it, but no, it didn't go too far. It didn't provide that much for it. Now, I just wondered, hey, what can Like, what can 2K Games or Gearbox Software do to bring this game back? Especially with the amazing game modes such as Capture, Meltdown, Incursion, and the amazing story, and you know, the amazing characters. What can they do to bring this game back and to make it, you know, a great game again, to be able to compete? Now, I was thinking of things such as, let's use, you know, the ability such as PlayStation Plus to give this game for free with all the downloadable content. You know, it will bring a lot of people to want to play the game a lot more and to put in more for the game. Now, the increase of people playing it will actually ask them to provide a lot more for the game. Hence, you know, the company is making money and the consumers getting more of what they want. Also, another way that they can make it a lot more better is if, you know, either they give it to PlayStation Plus, or they could just give it for free. You could just give it out for free, just like for the games like Paladins or Neverwinter or any other free-to-play games such as Fortnite, and with that it could provide, you know, some free gameplay. People still pay $30 to $40 for Overwatch. They'll pay $10 or $5 for this game now, and literally it's something that is still worth playing, in my opinion. I haven't played it for almost 2 years, and then when I got back into it, I was just so interested in playing this again, and I just remembered all the fun and the, you know, the skill that it takes, you know, the actual, you know, characters, the love for the characters that I've seen and that I prefer. I just think that those type of aspects would make this game a lot more better. Instead of doing things like, you know, comparing it to, you know, Overwatch and Paladins, I think that would make it a lot more better. I think seeing it as its own game will bring it back from the dead and make it, you know, a well worth playing game for more people again. For the way that I think it failed is that, you know, as I said, it was released during the same time as Overwatch and was literally destroyed by Overwatch because Overwatch was pushed by a giant company like Blizzard. What I want to see a lot more is, you know, more of the marketing in the areas for this games, if it comes with a sequel or if it comes for free. I would say that, you know, things like comparing it to other games also destroyed it as well. People tend to call this game an Overwatch clone, which was absolutely ridiculous. There were multiple games that were released that are similar, but they're not clones. If this was considered an Overwatch clone, then you would have to say the exact same thing for games such as Dante's Inferno being a slight clone of God of War. But being inspired or having a game that's inspired by another is completely different. We had, you know, especially similar things such as Spider-Man being inspired by, you know, certain gameplays from, you know, Batman. And, you know, you have things such as, I would say, many different MOBAs being inspired by, you know, Smite or League of Legends. And people just don't seem to get that. People would tend to, you know, make more comparisons here and there. But, you know, I would say if you have a chance or you have enough money for this, go to the store, pick up a copy of Battleborn, or even go onto the PlayStation Network, get yourself this game in the season pass, and take a look at all the content that it's given. As I said, I think this game is worth playing. I think this game is worth doing. I think this game is worth taking a look at. And, you know, as I said, my message to Gearbox and to 2K, as I said, try to give this game to PlayStation Plus for free to play. Try to, you know, or try to make this game even free to play in general. But I want you to comment at the bottom and let me know what you guys think. By all means, go ahead and give me your opinion on everything that I've stated, and, you know, we'll definitely have a talk about it here and there. But definitely subscribe to the EHC community. Definitely turn on your notifications when we get new streams and new videos set out, and definitely join us on our Facebook group, our Discord channel, and make sure to subscribe to the moderators in the description, where all links are in the description. But this is your boy CrazyBase98, aka Nicholas Morales, founder of the EHC community, And thank you for watching, and by all means, you know, I will still continue playing this game. I would say give it one hell of a try.